Wow. So it ends just like that. Now that I come to think about it, I think we may have just entered the end of, like, the Clone Wars era, because it has the same animation style as Clone Wars, but I don't know, something tells me that this is the last time we're even gonna be in, like, the clone era, and just, I'm now sad about it. And I probably should have taken notes, but with that being said, hello everyone, we're back in another review on the channel, and this is not only my Season 3 review for Star Wars The Bad Batch, but this is also going to be my review for the 3 seasons we have in total of Star Wars The Bad Batch, which might be cut short. I don't know, we shall see how I'm going to pull this off. So yeah, Star Wars The Bad Batch had ended with its series finale yesterday, and I'm slightly annoyed we don't have 16 episodes in Season 3, but I'm assuming they probably added 2 episodes into 1, which is why we have 15, you know, because the series finale is like about 51 minutes long. But yeah, I honestly can't believe that the Bad Batch has ended. Like, what what a ride it's been. Because I remember about 4 years ago on May 4th, I was doing reactions for Clone Wars at the time, but at that time I was doing a terrible job making reaction videos. Man, I came back doing YouTube videos and most of them were a bit cringy as hell. Actually, most of my videos are cringy as hell. But yeah, I remember just binge watching the entire series of Clone Wars, not only just to catch up for Season 7, since I didn't know much. I'm like, okay, I should probably, like, do a marathon, like, just watch the entire series, and then I'll be fully caught up with Season 7. Kind of similar with the X-Men animated series, if you know what I mean. But no, when I watched Clone Wars, I thought that was, like, probably one of the best shows I've seen, and Season 7 went out with a bang, and I'm like, damn, I now feel sad. I feel like I've missed out being a Clone Wars fan. But then I was happy to hear they're making a series focused on the Bad Batch now. I didn't know if it would be a prequel or a sequel series. Now, it is a sequel series, as it takes place literally right after the events of Execute Order 66. And I'm still pissed I lost my reaction to episode 1. Because I tried to send it to myself through my school email, and that was not working, unfortunately. Speaking about reactions, thank God I was able to post my Season 3 reactions. As for Season 1 and 2, either I figure something out, or they're probably just going to be sitting in my video files, private, not upload publicly or something. I don't know. We shall see if I'll have time to do something about it. There's too many reaction videos I need to edit, like, for example, Invincible, The Boys, not to mention my Secret Invasion and Loki Season 2 reactions. Still, I'll bring all that up in my next Metros update, which should be sometime this month. Because, man, I had, like, 7 videos uploaded yesterday. Now, just to be clear, Dad, if you're watching this, I did not make 7 videos yesterday. I only had made 3. One of them would be the series finale reaction for Bad Batch. One of them would be my X-Men Episode 8 reaction, and then I had an out-of-theater reaction posted before I went to bed. The other videos, I just had them scheduled to be uploaded yesterday. And yeah, that's gotta feel like a new record, but thank you everyone for watching all of them. Because yeah, it is a pain in the ass editing these videos, and yeah, thanks for the support. Although I'm definitely gonna want to take a break from YouTube. When? We shall see. Probably sometime this summer. Okay, we're getting off topic. Back to the Bad Batch review. But yeah, I'll figure something out about my Season 1 and 2 reactions, but yeah, I was slightly missing out on Season 1 as I just was trying. I wanted to have my dad watch the series with me since I was visiting at the time. And yeah, like I said, I'll figure out what I can do about my Season 1 reactions. Same goes for Season 2. But at least I was all caught up for the Season 1 finale as me and my little brother Rylan were watching it in my room. And yeah, that was fun. And we were supposed to get Season 2 around 2022, but I guess we had to wait just 1 year until Season 2 would be out around last year. And yeah, I didn't do reactions for the first 2 episodes of Season 2 because nothing exciting happened around those. All I did was just cover a quick review. But I did do reactions later on, and as I've already shown in my Season 2 review, I showed a clip of how I reacted to Tech's death, which we're going to discuss about that later, because I am going to mention some spoilers. But once I heard we'd be getting Season 3 and that it would be the final season, yeah, I was telling myself, oh god, we're screwed, because after that Season 2 finale, I'm like thinking, okay, now I gotta be more concerned what happens to these guys. And as I said before, I did like Season 1, but just felt underwhelmed at times. Season 2 was a bit of an improvement, but if I just say which season was the best in the show, it's going to Season 3, because man, what a season. And yeah, it's been a fun ride until it lasted. Like, I can't believe the Bad Batch has ended, because like, I now feel sad again. I feel like I'm in the same feeling that I had 4 years ago when Clone Wars had ended, and now, it's ended again. I mean, Clone Wars had 7 seasons. This had 3 seasons. When you combine the two, we basically have 9 seasons of total for just the Clone War era in between 2 different shows. I mean, we do have the Tales of the Empire and Jedi, but those are just shorts, you know, just... Still, though, I thought there were, like, too many filler episodes in Season 1 and slightly in Season 2. Like, I would say Season 1 had, like, most of filler episodes as far as I know, but Season 2 had, like, maybe half of filler episodes. But then 3, I feel like we barely had any filler episodes, because, like, almost every single one was a banger. Especially for the 3-episode premiere that we got, which, I was satisfied with, because after what had happened in the Season 2 finale, I thought it would take us the entire season just to get Omega back. But I could see why they did a 3-season premiere, because Omega and Crosshairs were able to escape from the facility. And just... oh no. Episode 3 was awesome. But come by the 4th episode, they get reunited that quickly. I was just so happy about it. Like, I have grown an attachment to the Bad Batch because, like, I just love the Bad Batch overall. But it sucks knowing that one of them is sadly dead because he sacrificed himself to save his brothers in the Season 2 finale. And now I'm talking about Tech, which... oh, dear God. I was trying to hold out hope that he would be alive in Season 3, but unfortunately, he was not. And there was like a theory going around, but one of the assassin clones could be Tech. I mean, like, we didn't see a body. I mean, they had goggles, glasses. I mean, the signs were there, but just... yeah, Tech is dead. And I'm upset about it, because now, like, I was hoping to have the Bad Batch back together, because after Crosshairs had turned bad, which that upset me a bit, because I was like, damn, well, the Bad Batch has turned bad on them. But luckily, he slightly changed his mind sometime around the end of Season 2. And yeah, he definitely had lots of character development going on throughout this entire season. But wanna know something that I'm now upset about? He lost his freaking hand! Like, I was wondering why his hand was shaking, but damn! I feel so bad for Crosshairs, he lost his hand! But hey, he was still able to kill Hemlock without it. And now he could join in the club for losing a hand in the Star Wars universe. Because the only 2 people I recall losing a hand would be Anakin and Luke Skywalker. Alright, speaking about Hemlock, let's talk about, like, the main villains for just the Bad Batch. So we had, like, 2, as far as, like, I mean, we had Emperor Palpatine and Admiral Tarkin's pop up here and there. We definitely had, like, lots of antagonists pop up here and there for the series. But the main villains, I would say, for the Bad Batch would be Admiral Tarkin from between Season 1 to 2, and then Dr. Hemlock between Season 2 and 3. Now, as I said in my Season 2 review, I hated Hemlock's guts a lot more than Rampart's guts in the show. But I'll say this, Hemlock does bring, like, a presence, mainly because of the voice actor. Like, I don't know what, like, he does a good job voicing him, because he's kind of a bit of a menace. I mean, he does look like a crazy scientist, and one thing I'm never going to understand, why would he just mess around with his hand like this? Like, I wanted to know, like, what's up? Are we going to get a backstory of why he's just always messing with his hand? Like, does he also not have a hand like Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker? But still, though, I was hoping the Bad Batch would nail his ass, because, like, no, this dude is despicable. He's diabolical. And once around the series finale, no, it was just satisfying. I need to look up satisfying deaths for villains, because just... oh, I was so happy just to see him get killed off.
Yes! Finally! So long, Hemlock! Screw you! Oh, that felt so satisfying!
Anyways, let's talk about some interesting stuff that I could think of in the back of my mind for Season 3. Now, like, one, I honestly thought Omega had the Force. Now, chances are she could still have it. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, the only reason the Empire went to try to capture her again was because of her high M count. And I should watch more breakdown videos, because I still don't understand what project Hemlock was even working on, because, like, I mean, as soon as he got killed off and most of his data was destroyed... Oh, which, by the way, I knew Ray could not trust Rampart, because he killed Omega's alien friend that I cannot remember her name. Unfortunately, I suck at remembering names. But, no, she went out with a bang, making sure to destroy the data and kill Rampart with that. So, yeah, 2 character deaths I was satisfied with, because I hated both of their guts. But yeah, I'm assuming Project Stardust would be a code name for Death Star, right? I'm assuming so. But still, I honestly thought she could have had the Force. I mean, again, she could still have it. Who knows? We'll probably never know. Yeah, we'll probably never know. But it was around that episode when we got to see Ventress, who, I need to see what was the last time I saw her in the Clone Wars, because I figured she was maybe killed off or something. I don't know. I just recall never seeing her again, probably around between season 5 or 6. But it was definitely nice seeing Ventress again, and I'm guessing she's kind of turned somewhat good. I don't know. I forgot what it means to have a yellow lightsaber, because that's what she has. She no longer has red lightsabers. But yeah, I think some of the best parts of this entire season was just the relationship between Crosshairs and Omega, because they grow a bond through the first few episodes, mainly I guess I'd say 1 and 3. And Crosshairs was like, leave me be, you know, just basically kind of acting like a dick to her a bit. But then he kind of changes how he feels once Omega is able to break him out of there, because loyalty means a lot to him, as that's what he was doing for the Empire. But he didn't like how he was treating the clones with loyalty. Then again, they were just throwing the clones out as if they were nada. And speaking about the clones, yeah, I was worried what was going to happen to them, but luckily, like, no, they are able to get most of them out, I think. Did they get all the clones out? But, yeah, most of them are going to be chilling on that planet that we got to visit in Season 2, where the Bad Batch had to evacuate everyone because of a freaking tsunami. But yeah, I'm glad they were able to get all the clones out, because around Season 2, we had found out why we went from clone troopers to stormtroopers. And basically that meant that they're gonna throw the clone troopers out. Just throw them in the garbage, kill them off, dispose of them, because they've already executed Order 66. Now, they don't need them. And even though they're clones, they're still people, and they fought enough wars, so they deserve to live in peace. But I will say this, I think the best parts about this show was just the relationship between how close Omega and Crosshairs have gotten. And I guess the same can go for the relationship between Hunter and Omega. And I will say this, I'm glad none of the other Bad Batch members were killed off. I mean, unfortunately, Crosshairs lost a hand, so I don't know how he's gonna... I mean, he's now joining the club for characters who have lost hands in the Star Wars universe, which would be Skywalkers, pretty much. But I feel like one of them didn't have, like, enough screen time throughout Season 3, because they were barely in, like, both episodes. I mean, they pop up here and there, but I don't know. I feel like Echo wasn't in the season much. I mean, I know he was with Captain Rex trying to figure out where the other clones were located at, but, like, I don't know. I just felt like he wasn't in this season much. That could be a slight nitpick. But I will say is, the last few episodes were definitely entertaining. I mean, I was pissed off that Omega was captured again, because I don't like when characters have to get captured, and I have to wait until, like, next week just for them to get them back, unless it's, like, the last episode of the season, and I have to wait an entire year just for them to get them back. Because that's how long I had to wait for the Bad Batch to retrieve Omega back, which technically, they escaped on their own, and were able to find the rest of the gang. Like, another thing I should say, Omega was a straight up badass in this season. Like, the Bad Batch had trained her well, because, like, she kicked ass, she thought big brain, like, no, she might as well be the MVP of the season. But one of was another character that was the MVP of the season? Batcher. That would be a Star Wars dog that Omega made from the first episode. And luckily, Batcher was not killed off. I thought something had happened after Omega was captured, but Badger was just chilling on the other island while the Bad Batch were trying to retrieve Omega back, finding out the location. Which, by the way, I wasn't a fan of their suits in Season 2, but they changed it up a bit around, like, the last few episodes, and I kind of dig it. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna miss what they originally looked like, but their new outfits that they changed last minute, I kind of like it. Even though it's just all black outfit. But I'll say is, the series finale was definitely an entertaining episode. I mean, the Zilbies had escaped. I knew Omega was going to do something about that around the 14th episode. But sadly, the Zilbies isn't around for long, so I figured it could have caused more destruction, destroying the entire facility, which slightly it is. The entire facility is slightly destroyed, but most everybody's kind of dead, because the clone troopers killed most of the stormtroopers, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, because there's no clones in them. They're torturing the clones. And yeah, I was satisfied that they killed off Rampart and Hemlock, because I hated both their guts. And they all escape out of that island, and yeah, they just basically are they fought their battles. They're now just gonna lay low on the planet and just live their lives in peace, while the Empire still does terrible things. But luckily we have other characters that'll put an end to them, and other characters, I'm talking about Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia. But the ending probably got a bit emotional. I mean, I wasn't turned up, unfortunately, but no, this was definitely an emotional ending because we have like a huge time jump. And we see Omega all grown up. And damn, does she look like a badass still. And we get to see Hunter look old, have a beard. Like, no, I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, so it's gonna end with just them sitting on the, whatever that thing is called. They were just, I figured it was gonna end with just them sitting, like, alright, they've made it, but the way it ended, I liked how it ended. Because Omega wants to join the rebellion to put an end to the Empire, and just, no, like, I had to believe we might get, like, another sequel series focused on Omega? I don't know. I sadly doubt it, because this is most likely the end of just the clone era, as I heard that this would be, like, Season 3 would be the end of George Lucas' legacy with, I guess, the Clone Wars era. This is something I heard about a while ago. I know most folks were crying about, like, as I go on Twitter every Wednesday, I didn't think everyone had that much love for the Bad Batch. Not to say I didn't think they did. They all love the Bad Batch. I mean, I can't disagree. I love them too. Still sad that Tech is dead, but hey, he sacrificed himself to save his brothers, and he succeeded in that. Just, now I'm gonna miss him. And yeah, Clone Force 99, we're basically a badass team, but ever since they lost Tech, yeah, they've been in scrambles. I mean, like, they had to figure out how to do some techie stuff without Tech. I mean, I know there's lots of stakes throughout this entire series, but I feel like Season 3 had, like, the most stakes because, like, if Tech was still alive, he would have probably helped them out a lot, but, like, no, there were lots of stakes going on for the Bad Batch, as the team was basically sort of crumbled up a bit as they lost Tech. Still, I'm gonna miss Tech. Like, I can't believe they killed them all. Oh god, I'm gonna miss him so bad. But I think that's all I'm gonna bring up for my thoughts on Season 3. But if I had to give it a rating, it's probably gonna be between a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Now my thoughts on the series as a whole. Yeah, this was a blast. And I'm glad we got to spend some time with the Bad Batch, because they were definitely one of the highlights of Season 7 of Clone Wars, even though they're only in it for 4 episodes. But I would say this was a great follow-up to the final season of Clone Wars, as, yeah, we were done with that 4 years ago, but then a year later, we get the Bad Batch on May 4th. But we had loads of cameos of characters from Rebels and Clone Wars, but definitely some banger episodes here and there between the 3 seasons, and lots of character development for pretty much the entire Bad Batch. And yeah, I love this animation style they had. I feel like it looks a lot more good than it was for Season 7. Not to say it was bad in Season 7. It was peak animation, but for here, I don't know, it just looked even more good than it was for the animation for Season 7. But, as I mentioned earlier, I did like Season 1, but felt underwhelmed at times. Season 2 did feel like an improvement, and oh, by the way, I'm glad we didn't see Sid in this season, because screw her, she ratted out the Bad Batch for credits, like, no, screw her, man. Anyways, back to topic. Season 2 felt like an improvement, but I would definitely say that Season 3 was the best season for this entire series. So if I had to give this series as a whole, it's probably going to be between an 8 or a 9 out of 10. When Season 1 was out, I didn't think, I was like, I don't know if it's as good as the Clone Wars, but then once we got Season 2, okay, we're getting there, but now 3 seasons in, yeah, I'd say it's a great follow-up to the final season of Clone Wars. And I'm really going to miss the Bad Batch. I can't believe that the show is now ended. We've gotten 3 seasons, but I'm glad I was along for the ride, even though I was missing out a little bit from Season 1. Don't know about Season 2. I can't recall what the hell I was doing last year when Season 2 was out. I know I was getting my reactions for Season 2, but Season 3? No, I made sure to not only get my reactions out, but I was binge watching Season 3 every single Wednesday. But as I've also mentioned earlier, I feel like I'm now in the same, like, feeling that I had 4 years ago when Clone Wars had ended, and now Bad Batch has ended. I'm back to what I was feeling 4 years ago. But overall, I really had a good time watching the Bad Batch. I definitely have a soft spot for them. And yeah, I'm going to miss them very much. With that being said, I think that's all I'm going to be talking about for my Season 3 review, but also my quick thoughts on the series as a whole. I'm going to make 2 separate videos where I talk about my thoughts on Season 3, on like the important stuff, and then my thoughts on the series as a whole. Similar with what I was going to try to do with Camp Cretaceous, as I did a Season 5 review. And I would like to still do a series review, but I don't know if I'll have time to do that for this month, as we're getting Chaos Theory. I'll probably do that around either July or September. Now, someone tells me I probably left out a few important details of what happened in this season, but oh well. I feel like I talked enough about Season 3, and overall how I felt about it, and just, yeah, I enjoyed Season 3. Season 3 is definitely the best season of this entire series, and may the force be with the Bad Batch. And thank God most of them did not die. Unfortunately, we lost Tech, but okay, I'm gonna end it off here, but anyways, thank you guys for watching my Season 3 reactions for the Bad Batch. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for my reactions for Season 1 and 2, so I guess be sure to have notifications on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you thought about the series now that it is concluded after 3 years now, I guess. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. May the force be with you. Peace out.